What made you divorce your husband after 20 years? I held my daughter Sadie's hair back while she vomited blood into a kidney-shaped basin. When the transplant coordinator entered and showed us the updated list, Sadie had dropped to 47th out of 52 patients, which meant she was dying. After staring at the paper silently, my husband Jasper pulled her close and whispered, "Daddy's going to fix this." Jasper channeled his terror into action, and honestly, I was grateful. He created color-coded binders tracking every patient ahead of us, memorizing their medical histories and compatibility markers. I'd help him update the spreadsheets after each appointment, highlighting who moved up or down. The support group loved us. When we jumped to number 23, the other parents applauded. "Only 4 spots behind the Cabrals now," Jasper announced, buying coffee for everyone. "You're such warriors," the social worker told us. Sadie's lucky to have parents who advocate so fiercely. Even the doctor praised Jasper's excellent documentation during rounds. I drove Sadie to dialysis every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, watching her sleep through the 4-hour sessions while Jasper studied his charts, determined to find any advantage. Everything changed when Jasper overheard the nurses talking about another patient, Mrs. Cabral's daughter, who had an old DUI from college. "Alcohol abuse should disqualify them," he muttered, adding it to his formal complaint file. When that didn't work, he got creative. I noticed him following their car after treatments, documenting their lifestyle choices. The night he came home with photos of them eating McDonald's, I felt sick. "Jasper, stop." But he pulled up Sadie's latest labs, her kidney function down to 8%. Every day they're ahead of us is another week Sadie's body deteriorates. Look at her potassium levels. When Mrs. Cabral's 4th bag got contaminated with saline solution, causing her daughter to miss a week of dialysis, Jasper called it karma. But the coincidence was too clear. While Jasper was busy caring for our daughter, I snuck back to our car parked at the hospital parking lot and snooped around, hoping I was wrong. My heart sank when I found the empty vials in his work bag. My hands trembled as I held them, knowing what he'd done but too terrified to report my own husband. "You could have killed her," I whispered. He grabbed my wrists hard enough to bruise. "You want Sadie to die? You want to pick out her coffin while the Cabrals get to live?" I stopped asking questions after that, hating myself for my cowardice, but started parking farther away during treatment so Mrs. Cabral wouldn't see me. The night their daughter moved to number 2, Jasper told me he was taking an extra shift, but something felt wrong. The way he kissed Sadie's forehead, how carefully he packed his work bag. I followed him to the hospital and watched him enter through the staff entrance. Instead of heading to his usual ward, he went straight to pediatric dialysis. I crept behind, my heart hammering as he slipped into treatment room 6. Through the door's window, I watched him approach the Cabral girl, alone for her overnight session. "Hi, sweetie," he said in his kind nurse voice. "Just need to adjust your lines." She smiled trustingly as he injected something into her IV port. Her eyes went wide. "I feel dizzy," she whimpered. "Shh, that's normal," he soothed, already pulling extra blood bags from his kit. Her panic rose as her limbs grew heavy. "I can't move. Please, I want my mom." Jasper stroked her hair while connecting the drainage line, humming Sadie's lullaby. "Your blood will save someone special." I pressed my hand over my mouth, watching him work with terrifying efficiency. He'd clearly planned every detail. The sedative dose calculated to keep her conscious but paralyzed. The blood bags pre-labeled with Sadie's name, even timing it during the skeleton night shift. The girl's tears streamed as he adjusted the machine's settings far beyond safe parameters. "4 pints and your kidneys shut down," he explained conversationally, hanging the first full bag. "But don't worry, you'll pass out before any permanent damage." Her muffled sobs mixed with the machine's accelerated pumping. By the 3rd bag, her face had gone gray, eyes rolling back. "Perfect O negative," Jasper murmured, checking her pulse. "Still viable." The 4th bag filled as her breathing turned shallow. That's when I burst in. "Stop!" His head snapped up, and for a moment I saw genuine surprise before his expression went blank. "You followed me." He moved between me and the girl, still connecting the 5th bag with steady hands. "She's already hypotensive. Might as well finish." When I lunged for the emergency button, he grabbed the IV pole and swung it at my head. I screamed as he calmly attached the 6th bag, the girl's lips turning blue. Every pint equals days for Sadie. Simple math. Security found him connecting the 7th bag, checking the girl's pulse between each one. His nurse training perverted into something monstrous. Even as they dragged him away, he kept calling back, "The blood's still fresh. Don't waste it." They charged Jasper with attempted murder and removed us from the transplant list. Sadie died 11 weeks later. He writes from prison about his consulting service for desperate families and ethical list reduction strategies. His diagrams show which sedatives leave organs undamaged. I burned them all and later filed for divorce.